Hi you guys, it's Ashley and welcome to Magic Vlogs. Today is Traditions Day and I'm super excited, and I have for you guys a get ready with me because I know like a lot of future CPs are a little concerned about what to wear to traditions, how to do their makeup, their hair, all of that. So I figured I would just go ahead and show you guys what I did. And yeah, it should be like fun and good and fresh and perfect. I hope you guys enjoy. Here you go. So I'd like to start with, where's it at? I have a face. I'm gonna put my brushes on the floor. I am not a beauty guru, so I don't have to put it up. Here it is. Okay, so I got this as a gift from Ulta. It's Burt's Bees facial oil, and with all the stress of moving to Florida, getting checked in and all of that, I've been breaking out really bad, so I've been using some acne cream, but it really dries out my face, so I like to use this to help put some moisture back into it before I do my makeup. Because like when I use actual like lotion moisturizer, I feel like it disrupts the makeup that I use a lot, and that's no bueno. So today we're going for like a Disney look. So basically my approach would be to look natural but hide everything that's, I guess, not magical. So like we're gonna go after these, we're gonna go after all of this and all of this and all of this and all of this, without doing anything too crazy. So no winged eyeliner, no smoky eye. If I do any contouring, it'll be minimal. So I'm gonna start with my professional primer, and I apply it with my fingers like a barbarian. Rub it all over my face. I get my ears a little bit, I get my neck a little bit. It's thundering outside. Welcome to Florida. And then we're gonna go in with, I have a damp beauty blender, but I have to go ahead and dampen it. Oh, a damp beauty blender, and my coffee. I'm gonna eat my coffee. Okay, so we've got a damp beauty blender and some coffee. And this turns into a mukbang. I have a lot of makeup, and it's all like in a box, so it's like, I probably should have laid it out before I even started the video, but oh well. So I like the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I find it awkward to put it on my hand, so I actually usually, like when I do my makeup, I'm wearing shorts or not any pants at all. So I usually like to just like put about a pump and a half or a pump and a quarter right on my leg. And I'm freshly out of the shower and everything. I always shower in the morning, so it's not like I'm putting it on like a dirty, stinky, sweaty leg. I don't know, maybe that's weird, let me know. So we bounce it on, and make sure, like if you're using primer, I always find it a lot more effective if you wait like a minute or so between putting your primer on and your foundation, because that gives the primer time to get sticky, and that's what we want, so all of our makeup stays in this hot Florida weather. I'm gonna just, well, okay, I'll wait. And the Too Faced Born This Way foundation is very buildable and it dries. So try to work in sections, because it'll be obvious, like if you put some over here and then you put some over here and then you try to come in here, it'll just look weird. And then I like to get my ears, not like heavily, but I don't like there to be like a line or anything like that. And then I work my way down my neck. I'm pretty like unevenly colored right now because my body is starting to actually get a little bit of color, which is bizarre. But my face is still pretty pale, so my foundation is kind of like I don't think it's very well matched. And once I do like my concealer and stuff, my face really like looks a lot more pale than my body, but that's how it is even without makeup, so I don't really know what to do about that. Okay, and then so I've got foundation laid down, just a nice base coat, and then I like to do my eyebrows next because I use concealer to clean them up because nice shaky hand. So I alternate between these two products, the Browsings and the Cabral. I'm going to use the Browsings today because I'm going for Disney look, and the Cabral's in a 4, which is darker than this, which is in a 3. And I've heard of people, like I'm new, obviously, because I'm going to Traditions, but a lot of, like, I hear a lot of mixed opinions. Some people say that, like, they've been told their eyebrows are too dark for work, which seems kind of bizarre to me, but I just don't want to risk it, especially, like, being so new. Like, I was talking to a cast member the other day at onboarding, where we went and got our fingerprints done at casting, and she had, like, a nice smoky eye going on, and, like, wings, and all of this. And I was asking her about it, and she said, like, kind of slowly test the waters with my leaders. So I'm probably gonna wait before I do anything like too fancy as far as makeup goes, just to see, because I really do enjoy doing makeup, but I also like don't want to have the stress of getting in trouble, or like I take reprimands really hard, so I don't want to, like, even if somebody like says, hey, don't do that again, I'd probably like let that ruin my day, because I don't know, I'm a goody two shoes, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with the angled side of this brush, and I'm gonna like use my leg for support, so this will be nice. And just outline my brow, which I haven't had waxed or plucked or anything in a really long time, which is another reason I like to use concealer, because I can just kind of hide the hairs. And then once I have it kind of outlined, I like to leave a space in here, like in the, I guess, inner eyebrow, because I'm gonna do like a really like subtle sort of skin fade situation. So I make the tail darker and kind of use just extra product to lightly go over this area. And then I take the rounder side and go in with my powder. And this stuff is actually pretty old, so the powder is kind of like really pressed now, so I have a hard time picking up products. So if you're using like this for the first time, you won't have to sit here and brush it for a while. I don't replace my makeup when I'm supposed to. So the powder helps set it, and it also kind of makes it a little darker. And my roots are pretty dark right now. The rest of the hair did match it, but it faded out. I was trying to go back to my natural color so I wouldn't have to worry about like touching up my hair or dyeing it or anything during the program. But it faded a lot, so I don't know if I'm gonna touch it up or leave it and hope it doesn't look super pale, ugly. Alright, so I'm satisfied with that brow, because once again we're not trying to do anything too crazy, so I just did like a nice sort of like natural, not very dramatic, roundish brow. So, and I'll do the same on this side, but this side likes to arch really like hard no matter what, so we'll see how she turns out today. So this week, I haven't even been here a week. I checked in on, today is Saturday, I checked in on Monday, and then I had my casting on Tuesday, and that was pretty fun. They give you like a little gift. I'm not going to say what it was because I don't want to spoil it, but it was a nice surprise, because that day, like, it's exciting because you're at like Disney casting and you know all of that, but I mean all you really did there was get fingerprinted and take a picture, so it wasn't anything super emotional and exciting, so it was kind of nice that they threw in that gift at the end. And then on Wednesday, we had our housing welcome session, and then we also had a movie night. We watched The Parent Trap. So me and my roommate Connie went and watched Parent Trap, and it was so fun to like be in a room filled with other like Disney fanatics who were all getting really into the movie and stuff. But it was also like low-key a little scary in a way, because at the end of the movie, one of the cast members asked like, oh, who all arrived here on Monday? And nearly all of us raised our hands. So we were like, oh no, we're not gonna have time to do stuff like this once we get started. And you know, we need to make sure and try to go to housing events and stuff, because we were like really truly enjoyed it. But hopefully we'll be able to make time for stuff like that. And then you always want to blend your brows with a little brow brush and, you know, get the unruly ones in line. So I feel like they turned out pretty even today, nothing too dramatic. We're still in Disney look, I feel like. So now that the brows are done, I'm going to take my Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer in probably more pale than I need it to be, but that makes it easier to highlight, I suppose. So I take it and I apply it around my brows very lightly, especially when I'm going for a more natural look, because I'm not a huge fan of like heavily concealed eyebrows. I just like to use it to try and like clean up my like the edges and stuff. And I typically, like, unless I'm going for like a really like clean, full-on glam type look, I usually only really conceal like the tail end of the eyebrows, and I let this be a little messier. I don't really know why, I just like the way it looks. Okay, and now that I have my eyebrows blended in, then I'm going to take my concealer and put it on the high points of my face to draw light into the center, as we all know. So sometimes I will bake even for a more natural look. I don't think I'm going to do that today because it is raining, and I just don't want to end up with like, because I'm not super good at it, and if the weather isn't quite right, like I'll end up with like patches of like kind of cakiness, and I don't really want that for the long day that I am about to have. So I am just going to apply the concealer into my huge Mount Everest. Expedition Everest is on my face today. I've been breaking out really bad because of the stress of moving and all the excitement, and like the whole week before coming out here, I was like kind of in between two homes in a way. So I was really only eating fast food and like not drinking a whole lot of water. So my skin is really upset with me right now. So got my concealer on, and then I'm just going to take the same wet beauty blender, damp beauty blender from before, and bounce it on my face to blend. The point of this right now is to get rid of all of my little not very magical features on my face. So under eye bags aren't magical, pimples aren't magical. I don't want them. Nobody wants them. So we're just gonna hide them and pretend like they're not there. Okay, so now that I've got like a sort of base for foundation, I prefer to use, like for my contouring, I use powder. Every time I try to use a cream contour, it doesn't really work. So one thing I do like to do when I'm doing makeup, because I kind of mix those Because I kind of mix those liquid and powder products for my face, I like to put setting spray in between the liquid and the powder. But my setting spray is actually over there, so I'm gonna go grab it. So I've got Urban Decay's All Nighter Pollution Protection. And I'm just gonna set the liquid that I've put on my face. One thing about, so I really like this setting spray, and it's probably like the only one I'll ever use, but it does not smell good at all. It kind of smells, I don't know, it smells dusty to me. I hate it, but it does the job, so that's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. Oh, did I just rub all my makeup off my nose? Nah, I'm good. Okay, we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour just a little bit because a lack of face structure is not very magical to me. So I kind of like switch between brushes that I use. I think I'm gonna use this brush today, which I think is, it says Angle Foundation. But I'm gonna use it, and I use this middle shade because I kind of have a cooler skin tone, so I primarily use this one, and then sometimes when I want like a deeper hollow, I'll go in with this one to like kind of carve it out a little bit. But I probably won't do that today because it does end up looking pretty dramatic when I do that. And just like my my brow powder, this one's a little overly pat too because I've had it for a long time. So it's got like that shiny overcoat. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that before, but it's really annoying. But I can't afford to buy new makeup every 6 months. That's crazy. So I like to get my forehead, right in my temples to like kind of bring in that Disney princess shape. I don't know if you've seen the cartoon, like the cartoons, they always have like a nice, like they're like a nice dip right here, so I like to bring that in. This happens more often than I like. So I accidentally dipped my brush into the wrong color, so I'm just gonna blend it out. It's fine. We're gonna make it. See, now I'm gonna have to just go ahead and put a little on this side too to even it out. And then I'll bring like whatever product's left down onto my jawline and down my neck just to help blend it in a little more. So there's a little bit of contour, nothing too crazy. I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose a little bit today as well. Sephora has this cool little thing, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a couple dollars and it's cool for like cleaning your brushes. Like as you're doing your makeup, like you should still, you know, wash them with soap and stuff. But it's nice to get the extra product off if you want to use the same brush for several different colors. Or if you're not really sure when the last time you washed your brush was. So, just gonna snatch this nose up real quick. So, contour on the bridge, then a little bit of a contour on the tip. And that's really all I do with my nose. Just make it appear a little thinner. And now I will go in with some blush. And today, for traditions, everybody said not to Disney Bound because it's tacky, and I said bet. And I'm going to Disney Bound as Marie. So I'm going to put a little bit of blush on the tip of my nose as well to get like a little bit of a hint of a kitty nose, but nothing too crazy. I've actually seen a lot of people do that just in their like normal makeup routine, and I really like the way it looks. See, nothing crazy, but like there's still some color there. I think it's kind of cute. It looks like I have a cold, and I kind of sound like I have a cold today. I'm not sure why. So, I like it. Now I'm gonna go in with my favorite highlighter, the Urban Decay Naked Illuminated. As you can see, I've already hit pan and then some. So I actually like to take a big brush like this for my highlight. And I'm not going to bust out the highlight too heavily today, but I think it looks nice to at least have a little bit of a sparkle. Because I feel like when you're all matte makeup can make your skin look like really kind of fake in a way. Like I think it's really cute on camera, but in person it can just look kind of dead, so I like to add a little bit of a sparkle. And I'm also, for eyeshadow today, I'm not going to do very much, but I am going to lay down the sparkle as a base. Then I'm going to go in with my Bare Minerals Nudes palette, and shade number 3, Lost for Words, is a really nice light brown, just with a natural look, but like, just to bring out, you know, deepen your face a little bit, and some shadows into play. Without going too overboard, I'll take that into my face and my face, and I'll really get eye with just like this. The Kat Von D tattoo liner. All I'm gonna do is like very close to my lashes, just a little long, more in the middle, just to help make my lashes look a little thicker, because I have kind of thin, short lashes. See, so it's not like anything crazy. It kind of like kills me to not put a wing on that. But it gets the job done. I'm gonna go in with my Better Than Sex mascara. As you can tell, I really like